It's Sunday morning, and this is probably one of the most amazing books ever. Ancient Mesopotamia, Portrait of a Dead Civilization. I don't agree with that about being a dead civilization. I just don't. It is Sunday morning, and I am using birds as my backdrop. I like birds. I do. I like birds because, as you know, nature is my church. And birds remind us of so many realities. For one thing, birds will remind us of our own mortality, our own physical mortality. Birds remind us that we should never, ever waste time. A bird is either busy eating or doing something, perhaps preening itself. And when it goes to sleep, it goes to sleep. Nature, you see, is my church, and I learn an awful lot from nature. And birds also remind us that they are not afraid, nor are they ashamed to accept gifts. If you have a bird feeder, the birds will come. If you don't, that's okay. They will find food elsewhere. Now, this Sunday morning, I would like to mention a theory of mine. And you can prove my theory simply by Googling, "We were wired to serve God." I believe that. If you read this book, and another one is about ancient aliens in the Bible, you'll understand the reason why there are so many gods, so many perceptions of God. I think we were designed to be slaves to these gods. Many years ago, they came to Earth to farm the minerals and the resources of Earth. But they could only bring so many people, so they decided to clone the animal life that they had here, injecting their own DNA into humanoid. And in the process, we became their slaves. These alien visitors created us to serve them. Now, one thing that I am reminded, though, with this knowledge, they also put in our DNA that we are a part of them. They are not creation. They have no idea what creation is. But they are creators. And as creators, and a part of their injecting their DNA in us, we then become creators. Now, back to the birds. Birds are always busy. We should always be busy. And you know the one thing we have? We are also creators, and that's the way it is. As far as deities are concerned, you need only to look into the Wikipedia to find out the many gods. There are literally thousands of gods from hundreds of thousands of years. Our latest god, of course, is whatever you want it to be. Depends on where in the world you are and your culture as to what your God is. But this is what I believe. I believe that as a human being, there are three things that are important. Number one, we are unique. Each individual is unique and special, and the God we seek is in fact inside of ourselves. We are the deity that we seek. Interesting, isn't it? The second thing is that we were created to help each other. That's right. We were created to be the best human being we can be, And every single messenger in time have all had the same message. And their message has nothing to do with religion, and it has everything to do with our spirituality. Our spirituality, I believe, is built into our DNA. And all that is required of us is to be our best self. That's right. To be the best human being that we can be. And the third part of us, which I think is perhaps the most important part of us, is that we are messengers ourselves. But not in a unilateral way, but in helping others to find their own path, their own way, in discovering their deity, and in helping them to be the best human being that we can be. So therefore, there can never be any right religion. There is no such thing as a religion that is better than another. There are thousands of religions, but there is only one spirituality. I think that's important to remember. So, there you have it on this Sunday morning. These are my beliefs. Take care, and please remember, there is no one else on earth like you. You're an individual, you're special, you're unique, and there is none other than you. You are the God that you seek.